Elijah Polis to inbound. In the corner. Now to Singleton. Singleton will bring it back out front. And boy, Warren is on him like a clinging shirt. Singleton spins, gets the ball screen from Polis. Singleton kicks at Hollinger. Hollinger, Polis to Whiteman. Whiteman drives, back out front, Hollinger. Singleton. Singleton, Hollinger, long three on the way. Oh, it rolled around and out, and Kohler goes up and gets the rebound. So the big kid Kohler back in the basketball game. Starts the second half here for Mahomet. Warren basketball out front. Warren, Walters, Finch looking inside for the big kid as he and Landon battle, and the ball on the floor knocked away by Whiteman. Whiteman's got it. What are they going to call here? Jump ball, and it'll stay with Mahomet.
Great job by Brody getting on the floor there. Got the mass timeout.
Yep, that'll be the mass timeout. Once again, let's remind you of some of our great sponsors. We could not bring you Lincoln Railer basketball without them. Mama's Arcade Cafe. Great place to go downtown for breakfast or a good sandwich. Head down to Mama's Arcade Cafe on the square in Lincoln. Mike Moskey's Auction Service, 217-519-3959. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust, a member of FDIC. Michelle Bauer, your country financial agent, located on the square in downtown Lincoln. You could go to Mama's Arcade Cafe and go over to Michelle's office and take care of all of your insurance needs. Then when you're done there, you can go to Top Hat Creamery and get yourself some ice cream for a sweet treat in the Lincoln Arcade Building. Culligan's Water Systems for water softening and conditioning equipment and service. Bottled water or bulk, stop by Culligan's at 308 North Chicago Street. Our streaming live video sponsor, as always, financial advisor Sal Paulus of Edward Jones, 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 732-4001. Town & Country Bank, a fine sponsor of Lincoln Railsplitter basketball, and Town & Country Bank, our mission to help empower the financial well-being of our communities one person at a time. Arnold Greemy Insurance, your local independent insurance agency, located at 321 Pulaski Street. Phone 735-1296. And, of course, Chris Coyne sponsors each and every made Railer three-pointer, 24-12. The score, nobody's put anything on the board here in the second half.
Well, we had a three by Elijah.
That's right, we had a three by Elijah. Just thought about that.
Still going for a shutout.
So, 3-0 the score.
Walters' kid's back in. Got to keep an eye on him. We got him double team and trapped in the
Brody
corner.
again went for the basketball, got the jump ball.
Looks like the Walters kid got hurt a little bit there too. Limping up and down the floor, but he's going to stay in.
Brody taking advantage of him bringing the basketball down.
He's led the nation in jump balls here ever since a seventh grader. He's very active.
Brody going to take it down the lane, go against the big kid. Layup time, no. And
a little bit different shooting over 6'8" guy.
Yeah.
Good job getting to the rack there.
Finch brought it down. They post Kohler right here at the free throw line. Singleton keeping an eye on him. Walters on the baseline will take a 15-footer up and good. That Walters kid can shoot. And it's 24-14. The lead cut to 10. Grunder out front, Singleton. Singleton, Hollinger, three on the way. Oh, that did everything but go down.
Even his last one, I thought it was going to come in. He's really close now.
24-12, the Lincoln lead. 3:38 to go here in quarter number 3. Oh, and Grunder got a hand on it. Ball on the floor. Hollinger almost had it. Carr gets it in the lane. Back out front, Warren. Warren drives Carr. Carr 8-footer in the lane. No good. Rebound, Kohler throws it up. Good, got it. And I think they're going to get Hollinger for the foul.
Hey, I'm not sure how long they get to stay in a lane here. They've been building a residence there for the last quarter.
Basket is good with the bonus shot is Kohler.
Kohler got the putback, 24. And Singleton comes from one of the outside lane positions to grab the rebound. Inside Klopp. Klopp got mugged. No call. Back out front. Now Klopp in the corner. Klopp in for Grunder. Polis out front. Whiteman in the corner to Whiteman. Whiteman, Polis. Polis out front, Hollinger. Hollinger, Singleton. Singleton, Whiteman, Polis, Hollinger drives baseline on the big kid, kicks it back out front. Singleton almost took the 15-footer, kicks it back out to Klopp. Now back to Singleton, spins lane. Polis 3 out of the corner, no, over the rim, and Kohler will pull the rebound down. Quickly ahead, Walters down the lane. Nope, stops. Whiteman had a hand on it. And the Lincoln defense stopped the fast break. Out front, Finch faked on Whiteman. Kicks it back corner, Warren. Warren will drive in, take the shot against Hollinger. Oh, and it nearly went in, and Hollinger, I think, going to get nailed for foul number 2.
Yeah, that's a little bit like the ones they don't call for Dylan going to the rack, but he's going to be at the foul line. I think down here on the offense, we're just not getting clean catches. That was on Landon?
Yep. Second foul on Landon Hollinger. Elijah Warren to the free throw line, sinks the first one, cuts the lead to 7, 24-17, the Lincoln lead. Eyes it, second one up and good. Got them both. 24-18, the Lincoln lead. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Singleton out front, Hollinger. Polis in front of the Lincoln bench. Singleton, Polis, Klopp down in the corner. Back out front to Singleton. Singleton really being hounded. Kicks it to Polis. Klopp, Singleton, corner Polis, back out front Whiteman. Whiteman, good move, kicks it to Polis. Polis 3 on the way, no, back of the iron, and Hollinger chases it down. Good rebound by Landon Hollinger. Keep the ball with Lincoln with 1:42 to go. Whiteman drives, he's got hands all over him, and they're going to call a jump ball on that. 1:38 to go, and that'll turn it back to Mahomet.
A little over penetration.
Mahomet with the basketball in the backcourt, and Hollinger steals the pass. They tried to go over the zone. It didn't work. Hollinger was right there. Gets the ball back. 1:27 to go. Polis, Singleton, Hollinger, Whiteman, Polis. Elijah Polis will drive down the lane, hit from behind, ball on the floor, and it's going to stay with Lincoln. It went on Travis last underneath the Lincoln basket. So it'll be Lincoln basketball with 1:12 to go, and the lead 6, 24-18. Inbounds, looking, kicks it out to Singleton. Whiteman. Whiteman holds it out front. Walters on him. Klopp, Whiteman, Hollinger. Out front, Klopp. Now clock in the red for the third quarter. Elijah Polis out front. Now to Whiteman. Walters on him. Brody kicks it to Polis. Polis down the lane, kicks it to Klopp. Klopp had the ball stripped away from him by Finch. 33 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Awful long time to hold it for a last shot there with one, and we're starting to turn up the heat here a little bit.
Yep.
We're getting pretty handsy out here, too.
I know. Singleton to Whiteman. Polis. Singleton. Now Singleton at the half-court line to Whiteman. Klopp back to Singleton. In the center circle. Polis. Singleton cut down the lane to Klopp. Klopp looks. Singleton will drive baseline. Layup time coming, and Singleton got mugged under the basket. They did call that. Foul going to go against Elijah Warren. And Dylan Singleton going to go to the line with 5.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hollinger with 2 fouls for Lincoln. Warren with 2 fouls for Mahomet. Nobody in real foul trouble. Dylan Singleton, the Bulldog, knocks down first free throw. Got them both. And it's 26-18. 8 points the Lincoln lead. Mahomet, the ball inbounds. Singleton trying to stop Warren. Now to Finch. Finch the long 3. Got it! Finch hit one from about the volleyball line. That'll make it 26-21. Let's take a 30-second timeout and come back with the fourth quarter. Feet out there, cut the lead to 5 as
Game's
opposed to
going
8.
quick here. They haven't been calling any fouls. I think we got to the second quarter before we had a team foul on us, and here they only had one called on them. It was right at the end of the quarter here with Dillon getting his 2 freebies. We were outscored there 9-5, but the quarter of the day for us is that second quarter where we threw that shutout.
Coach, we're up 5, 8 minutes to go. Be awful early to try and draw them out and just go shoot layups and free throws. We've had some success, though, getting to the rim.
I think so. I mean, the biggest thing is we kind of saw them pick up their hands here in the second half, and we didn't have a lot of clean catches. We didn't have a lot of clean passes. We really need to take care of the ball here in the second half.
Whiteman inbounds to Singleton. Quarter number 4 underway. Into Hollinger, looks for the back door, kicks it to Singleton. Singleton, there's contact, no call. Back out front, Hollinger, Klopp, Whiteman, Polis. Polis drives, and Finch is all over him with grabbing the uniform. Whiteman in the lane, kicks it out Polis. And Whiteman's going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, it looked like a travel for me, kind of a late call there.
Ball goes back to Mahomet. 7:34 to go in a basketball game. Lead down to 5 after the three-pointer at the end of the third quarter. Warren into the front court. In the corner, Travis. Travis out front, Walters. Kohler posting right there at the free throw line. Right side, Finch. Finch out front, Walters. Walters. Back out to Warren. Lincoln defense holding their own right here as the bench claps. Mahomet being very, very patient so far. Kicks it inside to Travis. Travis got around Klopp, gets the layup, and it's 26-23, the Lincoln lead. And now look for Mahomet to ramp up the pressure even further. Singleton looking for the ball screen from Hollinger. Kicks it to Whiteman. Whiteman is shake and bake. He'll go in the lane. Kicks it to Hollinger. Hollinger, Polis, Klopp. Now back out Hollinger. Singleton. Whiteman, Hollinger. Hollinger fakes the 3. Kicks it back out Polis. Klopp. Here we got clotheslined by Finch, and the referee is going to call that foul.
I'm glad he was listening to me. Oh, 3-point game here. Let's see if we can close this one out tonight.
Singleton, the basketball inbounds. Mahomet with 3 fouls this half, Lincoln with 2. Hollinger in the corner, Klopp between the circles. Polis, Hollinger, Whiteman, Singleton. He'll try driving down the lane, he's triple teamed. Back out to Klopp, and a late call, and they're going to call Jaden Klopp for the traveling.
Well, they wanted Dillon for the travel call, but they called it on Klopp. I didn't see him even travel.
I didn't either. So apparently somebody traveled. We presume it was on Klopp. Finch comes across the half-court line against Polis. Polis stops him, forces him back out. Walters looks inside Travis. He beat Whiteman, and Travis puts the ball up, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Nice little set play there they ran to get that ball in a low block. That was a tough one.
Foul on Brody Whiteman, his second. 4th on the Railsplitters. First one by Travis, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 2. 5:57 to go in a basketball game. Second one up and good. Hollinger to Singleton. Grunder back in the basketball game. to Grunder. Grunder, Polis. Polis, Finch is all over him as they have ramped up their defense. Whiteman having to go against Kohler, 6'1" against 6'8". Now to Grunder, who's working on Walters. Walters, Singleton. Singleton, Grunder. Whiteman, Singleton. Clear out, Singleton spin move. Kicks it out, Grunder. Grunder, Whiteman. Whiteman's going to go down the lane. Back to Grunder. Not a clean catch there to get a shot off. And nearly thrown away. Singleton will chase it down. Nearly fell down at the center circle. Singleton, Hollinger. Hollinger drives baseline. Up and no good. And Kohler skies for the rebound. Mahomet can take the lead on this possession. 26-25, the Lincoln lead. 5:09 to go in the basketball game.
Great drive by Landon there. We just need to complete that. That was good movement offensively.
Warren will take the shot. Front of the iron, no good. Singleton the rebound. And now Dillon's going to run out and push the ball up the floor. Now he'll kick it back out to Grunder, to Hollinger. Hollinger, Whiteman. Whiteman goes down the lane. Layup time. Got it! Good move by Brody Whiteman.
Little scoop-de-doop there. Gets us on the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter.
We needed that basket. Brody Whiteman with 8. 28-25, the Lincoln lead. 4:35 to go in a basketball game. Media timeout coming up. Warren out front, Walters. Walters thought about the shot, didn't take it. Back out front, Warren. Finch. Travis. Travis into Kohler. Kohler lost the basketball, ball on the floor. There goes Singleton. Dillon going to look like he's going to take it all the way home. He does, lays it up and good. 10 for Singleton in the lead, 30-25.
Little comfort there. Mishap on the handle down here, and Dillon makes him pay for it.
Warren looks into Travis. Travis trying to go around Whiteman. Kicks it back out to Walters. Walters 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Polis up for the rebound. Polis to Dillon Singleton. And Dillon Singleton will bring the basketball across the half-court line. Again, Lincoln with 4 fouls. Mahomet with 2. They've got plenty of fouls to give. Lincoln looks like they're going to spread the floor here, Coach, and go for layups and free throws, you think?
I think so, but they still got to hold on to the ball because there's a lot of fouls to give here.
Whiteman. Grunder, out front Singleton, and Warren's all over him. Kicks it out Hollinger. Hollinger will work on Travis. Got to watch the 5-second call as Whiteman will have the ball against Kohler. And now Kohler looks like he wanted some help on Whiteman. Whiteman got past him, brings the ball back out front. 3:02 to go, 30-25 the Lincoln lead. Ref counting. Whiteman kicks it into corner, Polis. Polis bugged by Finch, and the ref will call that one.
That kid's been handsy all night.
We've got a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here.
I would think you're going to look for a different matchup out here because it's not a good matchup they want with that big kid guarding Brody.
No, I think Brody can get past him about any time he wants to. 2:55 to go in a basketball game here. 30-25, the Lincoln lead. Landon Hollinger with 2 fouls. Brody Whiteman with 2 fouls. Nobody really in foul trouble so far, Coach. And again, the foul's now 4-3. We're up. They've got some fouls to give before they can start putting us at the free throw line.
They do, and I think you'll see, just need to hit our free throws down the stretch here, and rebound is the name of the game right now. Because I think that's where this game's heading here. I mean,
you think they'll take the big kid out and put somebody smaller back in the lineup, put him on Brody?
You would think so.
Might be a situation, too, where they maybe go switch and put the big kid in on offense, but take him out on defense. And they did. They took Kohler out of the game, and I believe put Zacchaeus Carr back in the basketball game. They're going to put Finch, the 6'2", 228-pound senior, out on Brody Whiteman. As Singleton runs around 2 screens to get the basketball. Got clubbed by Warren. He's going to take it down the lane. Layup time. Got it. Dillon Singleton beat his man.
He's tough to guard. Was able to find a little seam and took advantage of it.
He's got 12. The lead up to 7. 32-25. 2:37 to go in a basketball game. Walter screened off over here in the corner right in front of us. Grunder watching him. Finch will set a screen there. Here comes Travis down the lane. Got the layup and good. And I think Landon Hollinger may get his third foul here. No, I believe it was called Brody Whiteman. Is that the call? Yep.
Yeah, Landon and Brody was just as guilty. Put his hand in the cookie jar there.
Zachary Travis, 6'1", 200 is senior, misses the free throw, and Hollinger goes up and gets it. Good rebound by Landon Hollinger. 32-27, the Lincoln lead. Hollinger will work on Travis. He takes it down the lane, kicks it out Grunder, now to Singleton. Singleton all the way out to Whiteman. Whiteman out at the timeline. Whiteman got fouled by Finch. 2:08 to go in the basketball game. That'll be the third foul on Braden Finch. Elijah Polis inbounds the basketball, and Dylan Singleton will grab it in the backcourt. The Bulldog free throw line, brings it across half court. Got tangled up there with Warren, no call. Whiteman went in the lane, kicks it back out to Hollinger. And Lincoln looks like they've gone four corners here, looking for layups or fouls. Polis against Carr. Polis will kick it to Whiteman. Whiteman works on Finch, kicks it back out Hollinger. Got to watch the passes. Hollinger around his man, looking for somebody. He's double teamed and a timeout taken by Lincoln.
Yeah, Landon, did a great job of stopping and picking the ball up in the open area, and we had a couple guys just standing there that should have kind of flashed into the open areas for him, made themselves available.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Minute 41 to go in a basketball game. 32-27, the Lincoln lead.
Well, number 5, who is that for these guys?
That is Zachary Travis. That's a left-handed kid.
Yeah, and he's done a nice job here in the fourth quarter for him. He's got all 6 of their points and actually missed a free throw. So he's got to the rack a couple times, and we put him at the line. He's hit a couple baskets, a couple and ones.
You have many left-handed kids play in career?
We had a few. They're just, was it sneaky? They're just a little bit different.
Guarding them is a lot different because they do things you kind of do it opposite. And Lincoln the basketball underneath their own basket. A minute 41 to go, and a full timeout being taken by Mahomet-Seymour, I guess wanting to see what the setup was. Let's send it back to the station for a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with the last minute 41 of the basketball game. Jay Hardin along with Kirk Whiteman at Mahomet-Seymour. Mahomet-Seymour beat Effingham last night, hung Effingham with their first loss of the year. Lincoln and Mahomet each with 2 losses. The Bulldogs were 10-2 in the Apollo last year, finished second to the Railsplitters, who were a perfect 12-0. They'd like to win this game and put themselves in position to take down Effingham for a conference title. Singleton in the corner, and Coach Al's going to have to use another timeout. And let's see if he's going to use a 30 or 60 here. And having a conference with the official, I think, to see where they're going to take the ball out of bounds at. So let's go ahead. It's a full timeout, but let's go ahead and, Coach, let's go ahead and keep it right here. I'm sure he did not want to have to use that timeout.
No, not at all. But that was great by Ryan over there from Mahomet as a coach. You got to speed him up. You got to do something. Those are some things we used to do where you try to surprise somebody. And, I thought maybe Dylan was going to try to split that trap. You guys listening, little Railers at home, when you get in a trap, you want to kind of stand those guys up and kind of lower your shoulders and split right through that trap because Dylan still had his dribble. Kind of would have liked to see him do that to kind of create some space, but that's why they call them the dead corners. Never pick your dribble up in the dead corners, right?
I think we might see the play that they run. I think it's something similar to the Illini run, the inbounds play where they look to get a screen and a guy cutting toward the basket or get inside of his defender.
Yeah, and actually they kind of ran that a little bit, but I don't think that was the option they were going for. They had Landon go to the front of the rim there, It doesn't look like you have their 6'8" guy in out here, so it could have been something they could do. But now we got the ball, and it's a really awkward position to take the ball over here in the corner. Not a lot of passing angles.
So Klopp is going to inbound the basketball. No, it's Polis. Polis is going to inbound the basketball in front of the Lincoln bench, and he'll get it into Singleton. Singleton drives, kicks it to Polis. And, boy, they're coming at him. Singleton. And Singleton's going to get fouled. And the foul's going to go on number 13, Quentin McCullough, into the basketball game. That's his second. Just the 15th foul on the Bulldogs with 1:30 to go. So Singleton cuts. He's trapped in the corner. Singleton in the corner. Trying to step through the trap. There he goes. Layup time. Got the foul.
Great patience showed there by Dylan, and was able to gate his balance back. Got knocked off balance, and I'm sure he's going to have a lot of scrapes and scratches all over his arms out there.
Elijah Warren, the senior, his third foul. Singleton to the line, up and around and out. Dylan with 12 points on the afternoon as they bring Kohler back in.
As you said, Jay, they're going to do a little offense and defensive subs here. So we probably got ourselves another half hour here with this 120 minutes left.
Singleton got the second, so it's a two-possession basketball game with 1:24. Well, we're going to have to watch out for the Walters kid. He can shoot. And here we got McCullough behind the defense. They didn't see him. Warren out front, using up time. They're patient. Kohler in the corner. Out front, Walters looks. McCullough in the lane. Now the big kid in the lane. Warren tries to throw the ball baseline. Finch on Grunder, step back three, up and good. Wow. 57.7 to go. A timeout on the floor by Mahomet.
That's just a big time play right there. I mean, Adam had a great closeout and had a hand in his face, and he did a little step back. Stephen Curry there and was able to nail it.
Yeah, it's hard to fault the defense there. Adam was right there. The kid just stepped back, took the three, and he's a strong kid too. They list him at 6'2", almost 230. He's got to be on their football team, you would think, with that kind of size. Sure. And had the strength to do the step back three, knock it down. 33-30, the Lincoln lead. Again, 57.7 seconds to go. Next foul, we will be in the bonus. Boy, Coach, you know they're going to come at us on this inbounds play and try and get them to steal.
Yeah, I know. I mean, as a coach, I always like to maybe foul on the other side of half court. There's still a lot of time left, and maybe you can get a little fumble here. So,
right. So Hollinger looks to inbound the ball. Almost had the home run pass there. Now kicks it in to Whiteman. Whiteman up the floor in a hurry. Grunder was wide open. Whiteman kicks it out to Grunder to Hollinger. Hollinger, Singleton, 50 seconds to go. Singleton out front. And he's going to get fouled.
They're going to call that one on the Walters kid.
Walters, his second. That is the 7th team foul.
Let's knock down both these free throws.
We've got one foul to give before they get into the bonus. Dylan Singleton, one tough customer at the free throw line. Got it. And that'll be his 14th point of the afternoon.
I like it, Jay. Two-possession game.
Dylan came in shooting 85% from the free throw line. Knocked both of them down. Two-possession game, 35-30, the Lincoln lead. Coach, do you go for the three here or do you go for the two?
A lot of time left.
Finch in the backcourt. Warren out front to Walters. Warren. There's McCullough right down here on the baseline calling for the basketball. Kohler posted down on the blocks. McCullough down the lane, kicks it back out front. Finch the long three, short, and Kohler got the rebound on the air ball. Clock still running. 18, 17. Singleton in the backcourt. He's going to get fouled by Walters.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I mean, Brody's expecting that ball to come off the rim, and the 6'8" kid sitting right there, right into his hands. Game of free throws here, and we got the guy we want at the foul line shooting the free throws.
Walters got nailed with the foul. That's his third. Singleton going to go to the line. the 5'11 senior. Eyes it up and good. 16 points for Dylan Singleton and a timeout on the floor. So let's go ahead and keep it right here.
Well, I think Mahomet needs to go with kind of a quick hitter here. I'm sure playing against Lincoln the last few years, they probably got a quick hitter off the 1-2-2 3/4 court press, right? Get the ball up the sideline, nail a three, bring in somebody on the backside to maybe rebound, keep it active, keep it alive, and then start fouling is probably their best hope. And they got a few threats out there too, you know.
They do. 15.8 on the clock. Lincoln up 36-32. Dylan Singleton with 16 points. Hollinger 7. Brody Whiteman, a fine basketball game with 8. Elijah Polis with 5. Coach, the offense may not have been here today. Of course, Mahomet's got a pretty good defense. This is not the Little Sisters of the Poor that we're playing, but the effort has been here today by the Lincoln Railsplitters.
I think so, and we know kind of that third quarter, second quarter where we kind of shut them out. That was obviously kind of really big for us.
Singleton. Second one up and, rattled in and out. McCullough nearly double dribbled in the backcourt to Warren. Warren, McCullough out front, Finch, Walters caught it wrong, didn't get the three off. Out front, Warren, he'll take the three, up and rattles it around. Rebound, McCullough, baseline 5-footer, no good, and that'll end the basketball game. The final score, Lincoln 36, Mahomet-Seymour 32. Railers go to 10-2 on this season and stay with just 2 losses in the Apollo and have second place. We're going to send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout and come back with the Grau Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show. Well, the Lincoln Railsplitters down the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. A little bit of revenge for the loss over at Lincoln. The final score, 36-32. Coach, I know that Coach Al was not particularly happy with the effort that we displayed over at Lincoln and gave up 60 points. And he said, we give up 60, we're not going to beat many teams. But tonight, how could we fault the effort that the Lincoln Railers put on the floor? I believe they pitched a shutout in the second quarter.
They did.
And held this Mahomet team to 32 points.
And that's huge. I mean, the Walters kid had, 14, 16 that first game. And looking at the stats here that made me keep. Hopefully they're halfway decent for you. But he only got off 2 threes and made 2 threes there in the first half and ended up with just 8 points. So, and you said it earlier. I mean, we're staying alive, and so we can kind of write our own destiny now for the conference championship. But we're in it. So.
Can we draw any conclusions? I've always drawn some conclusions at halftime. You know, if a team stayed down in the half, I figured that their coach wasn't happy and he was yelling. And if they come out early, I figured the coach was happy. He didn't spend much time with them in the locker room.
Well, I think it's been a long week.
That
and
probably
ready
is true,
to get
yeah.
home, right?
I wonder, do you think he knows where he's at?
Yeah, it's going to be a whirlwind, that's for sure. But heck of a win for the Railers to get it out, 7 games in 8 nights.
Well, let's hand this over. I'm sorry we had to make Coach walk all the way up here, but we had to walk all the way up here, so that's fair.
Get your exercise. Yeah, you look pretty calm over there on the sideline. We figured we'd make you walk all the way up here.
I forgot I had knees until I had to walk up the bleachers, but, well, kind of breathe a sigh of relief. I'll tell you what, the effort was there today.
Well, we played, we still got to a situation where we don't cover the right way, and we had a 8 to 10 point lead, and we take a bad shot and they go on a 6-8-0 run. People don't understand how bad shots usually turns the momentum, and one thing that we got to work on is that there. But I thought we handled their pressure well. I thought they stopped Dylan well. They done a nice job on him, and Brody made a big layup when we were stalled. We couldn't get anything going, and he made a big layup there to kind of break us loose a little bit.
Walter's kid got you a couple of times for threes in the first quarter, and then I think he only maybe made one shot after that.
He made a baseline jumper. Yeah. And, we knew coming in, he's a great shooter and only a sophomore. So we're going to have to deal with him for quite some time now. And but he's we found him, and we didn't let him get on the line. We let him loose on the baseline where he hit about a 15-footer. But other than that, I thought we'd done a good job on their shooters. I don't know, number 3 for them hit a couple tough shots. I mean, a step-back 3 right down here underneath you guys. And, I mean, those were tough shots he buried. And, that you're sitting over there saying, boy, if those are going in, we in trouble.
And it takes a strong kid to do a step-back 3 like
man.
he did.
And it was a strong step back.
Did we were speculating up here because I think we got the score right, but I believe we pitched a shutout in the second quarter, didn't we?
I think we gave up 2.
Maybe it was 2.
I think it's 10-8 at the first quarter, and then they scored 12. I think they had 2 in the second quarter. So our defense was good, but we got to play it that way every night. It's those red uniforms.
Kirk and I talked about getting yourself in position to be in position to do something. You're playing for a conference championship. You got a little help from them last night when they beat Effingham, and today was the day you got yourself into position. Now you kind of control your destiny. If you do what you want, you can.
What was it? 2 weeks ago, we went down. I believe we went down and got beaten overtime.
Right.
And had to come back and play Mahomet that afternoon. It was just vice versa this weekend, and I think that is a little difference in the ball game. Is that long trip that both of us had to make.
Right.
They went down, came back. They didn't get back till close to midnight last night, and but you got to play them. We've got 2. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, where we go to Mattoon and turn around Wednesday and go to Charleston. So those are two tough ones.
Got a Monday night game against Jacksonville too at home.
Yeah, that Jacksonville's up and down. They've got some, I think, sophomores and juniors that are playing. J.R. Dugan was a coach there years ago, and he's come back and he's kind of stabilized their program and being pretty sure about it. And I know they're coming in with the idea that they're good enough to beat us. So we got to be ready to play.
I want to talk about the 2 games you added on the 13th that we found out about last night, that you're going to play Central Catholic on their floor and then play Quest Academy out of Peoria right after that on Central Catholic's floor. Is that right?
Yeah, that'll end our year. That was kind of little tournament that we kind of talked about, and we've been working on it all year, but we were just kind of waiting to see where we were at, where both of us were at on makeups and things, and so we did pick up those 2 games.
Good deal. Be exciting. I know we've talked a lot about that in regards to not a whole lot of practice time, but it seems like everybody else is in that same boat. But in regards to tonight's game, I mean, just anything stand out in that second quarter? Because, I mean, quite honestly, Coach, we got outscored all 3 quarters except for the second one. But we come away with the win. And
yeah, you know, I don't know if they got laid back or whatever, but we hit a couple shots. And, you know, we had a couple good looks. We just didn't hit there in the third and fourth quarter. But, you know, the second quarter was definitely a good quarter for us. And, you know, we were able to stretch it out a little bit. And then we come out, and I think Elijah hit a 3 in the corner and put us up 12. And then from that point, we got stalled pretty good. And that's where they went on their run.
Kirk and I were talking about this earlier, that with the lack of, a lot of people sometimes don't understand, just average fans sometimes. Yeah, you're a coach, but you're also a teacher. Your class is practice.
Yeah, very much so.
And you're not getting that class time right now. It's kind of like giving your kids a book when they come in and say, here, we're going to have a test tomorrow.
You know, practice is great. We do need it. But we also need this here to where the kids have got to learn in the huddle. And we're not very good at that. We're drawing things on the board, and that's what we're doing now. So they're getting a taste of something that we need to improve on, and we're really pushing the issue there and making them do that. So hopefully they're able to pick up some things that we're talking about instead of pushing them through it on the drills on the court. Now then they got to pay here and kind of trying to put it off the board into their mind on what we want done. So it is a good learning experience from that side of it as well.
The other thing, too, we got to think about is that, you know, you're now, 12 games into the year. If were this a normal year, you'd be right about the Christmas break.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the season ending in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. You know, and I'm just so thankful the kids have got to play, and we've got them a bunch of games. We may have too many of them for them, but, you know, let them play, and we'll move on from there. So they are a good group of kids that this is very deserving for them, and I know they're wore out, but I know I am too.
I think we all are. We're just trying to. Hey, we're wore out, but I think at the same time, it's been fun, and it's been a lot more fun than just sitting around the house.
Well, you know, these kids are providing. I know people aren't in the stands, but they're providing entertainment for. I hope a lot of people sitting at home watching them on YouTube and your broadcasts and everything, and it just gives people something to do. And I know I've pretty much stayed home for the past 11 months, and if you don't have something to watch and be involved in, it really makes for a long day.
It does, especially when you're going back and watching NCAA reruns from the 1980s, you know. So
we can go way back to about, 70, I don't know, where you at, to the Bowling Green, and pull up some of those.
Well, Coach,
time ago.
A great win for you today. You're back in the Apollo Conference race. You're going to have an opportunity to take care of business. You're going to have an opportunity with a home game against Effingham. That won't be an easy game, but they got to come to our place and play.
Yeah, it'll be a good one because they're going to be pumped up. They let one slip away, and you know, we let one slip away down there, and this is a good basketball team we beat today. They got good size. They got good shooters. They're strong. They're fundamentally sound. They play great defense. They take away the paint. They play that pack line and really keep you from getting inside, which is Dylan's game, which creates for all our kids. So, you know, and we spread the floor there with about 2 minutes to go, and I thought our kids handled that pretty well.
Well, Coach, we're going to go ahead and let you get on the bus and maybe get home and get yourself some rest. And, you know, you're going to get home. Denise going to take care of you, let you sit in the easy chair and bring you something to eat and drink.
She's got something for me to do, I'm sure. So
hey, same for me at home, too.
That's okay.
We're going to let Coach get on the road. Thanks, Coach, and a great win.
Okay, thank you.
Congrats.
Well, Kirk, do you happen to have your scoring totaled up and ready to go for
I do here.
Final scoring as we give it to the fans who...
Leading the way for the Railers was Dylan Singleton with 16 points. Landon Hollinger with 7 points. Brody Whiteman clipping in at 8 points, and Elijah Polis at 5. And they had They had 5 different guys scoring, but nobody in double figures for them. They had. See who we have here. We had the Finch kid hit those 2 threes that Coach was just talking about. He ended up with 6 points. And number 5, Zachary Travis, ended up with 8 points. Number 11, Elijah Warren, he ended up with 3. And then who else did we have here? Blake Wolters, the kid that really hurt us the last game. He clipped in at 8 points a night. And their big 6'8" kid, number 33, Luke Kohler, ended up with 6 points a night. So 5 different scores for them and 4 for the Railers. And Dylan Singleton leading the way for us.
Well, we want to bring you up to date on the broadcast schedule. We're going to have basketball every night of the week this coming week. We are the sports voice of Lincoln, Logan County, and Central Illinois. The boys play Jacksonville Monday night. We're on the road, literally me and Lloyd, on Tuesday night at Mattoon and at Charleston on Wednesday night. The girls play Effingham at home on Thursday night. And right now, that is the last scheduled girls broadcast that we have. The boys will play Effingham on Friday night. There is the big rematch, the game against Effingham at home on Friday night. Then we have a day-night doubleheader, Saturday, March the 6th. We'll be at Normal West at 12:30 p.m. And then at home that evening against Chatham-Glenwood. And as you heard Coach talk about earlier, on March the 13th, they have added, that is the absolute last day that we can play. They have added 2 games. It'll be a daytime doubleheader, a morning and afternoon doubleheader at Bloomington Central Catholic, and then at 10 a.m. And then at 12:30 p.m., we're going to play Quest Charter Academy out of Peoria on the Bloomington Central Catholic floor. So, very happy. Railer bus going home tonight. The win 36-32, put themselves back into position to take the Apollo Conference title, their 4th consecutive. So, for my broadcast partner, Kirk Whiteman, for Lloyd Kirby, our on-site producer, engineer, director for Winnie Ransdale, engineering things back at the station, for station manager Jim Ash. This is Jay Hardin signing off here from Mahomet-Seymour, wishing you a very pleasant good evening, where the Lincoln Railers won 36-32 over the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. We're going to send it back to the station for more of the classic rock experience. Good night, and thanks for listening.